Takeover Tour recap. Now you can see we are doing things a little bit differently this time. I mean, the purple trio are here. Hello. Our little Denver sibling is here. Well, I say little, he's actually... Get out of my big dog. Oh, come on. It's funny. Funny. Yeah, as you guys know, we're doing this Takeover Tour game recap a little bit differently because, as you all will know by now, that we had the honour and the privilege to attend a Takeover Tour game, and it was the March 15 game between New York Sirens and our Minnesota Frost. Just a huge moment to be there. I mean, it was just an incredible experience. Something we'll never forget. We have got on the podcast, we have got episodes covering our time there, so you want to check out what our thoughts were about that. You can do. We're going to do this just a little bit differently, this recap. So we're going to do the game recap as normal, I'll do the quotes, and then instead of going for the notables, which as you guys know on Takeover Tour gets very lengthy, that takes a lot out of me, that part of it. We won't do that, we're going to just jump straight into Final Fours, so that's where YouTube will come in, okay? I've also got Bernie's head. We're going to wait for the boys to go back home in Denver. Hi, boys and girls. There we go. Yeah, we got him after the game. So you're going to help me sit there and be... Okay, I'll just get straight into it. So yeah, so the second of the two games that Denver got to have this season, their third overall, and just did so impressive once again. I mean, honestly, the passion and energy was there from start to finish. The We Were a Team chant got going throughout the entire game, every single period. They were letting that theme be known. Yeah, it was just incredible. To be there. And obviously we'll get more about that on the show, but let's get straight to it. So Minnesota holds on to 4-3 win over New York in Denver. The Minnesota Frost withstood a third period rally by the New York Sirens to grab a 4-3 victory on Sunday afternoon before a crowd of 15,000 by to top at Denver's Ball Arena as part of the 2025-26 PWHL Takeover Tour presented by Woody Creek Distillers. The Frost built a 4-goal lead through 40 minutes before the Sirens scored a trio of goals in a span of 4:25 for an exciting finish. Ray Silvinko led the Frost offense with 2 goals, including the opening marker at 10:04 of the first period, and the winning tally with a laser streaking down the right wing at 12:32 of the middle frame. Fair US Olympic gold medalists provided the offense in between with goals from Tara Heisey and Britta Salemi, with the latter on a one-time blast of a pass from Kelly Paddock. The Sirens used a pair of power plays to cut into the deficit. First with a redirection by rookie Anna Bergman at 12:32 of the third that stood, following video review for a potential high stick. Bergman then set up Peyton Levi for New York's second goal at 13:50, and defender Alison Simpson completed her 2-point performance by scoring with the player advantage at 16:59. Colorado native Nicole Hensley shook off the 3 goals to earn the win before her hometown crowd with a 23 save performance. Kate Osborne stopped 24 shots in defeat. That win moved Minnesota into a second place tie with Montreal, 3 points back of first place Boston. The Sirens dropped down to 6th place, surpassed by Toronto, who beat Seattle in regulation at home early today. This was the 11th of 16 games on Takeover Tour schedule and second stop in Denver this season. The Frost have won both of their visits to the Mile High City in 2 seasons, defeating the Victoire 4-2 last January. Both teams return to action Wednesday, with Minnesota hosting Ottawa and New York heading west to Vancouver. Okay, we go to the quotes now, so we'll start with us. And first we're going to hear from Minnesota head coach Ken Klee on if there's a way teams may approach playing the back-to-back champions, is what he'd say. I think there's no doubt in our minds we have a mark on our back because we are the back-to-back PWHL champions. So we're going to get their best game every night. I think that's our expectation. We're not going to have an easy game. We know every team is gunning for us to knock us off. I think these guys take it as a challenge and know it's coming, but also it makes opponents bring their best every night where they know they can't have shifts off or nights off. It's part of it. I think our ladies take it as a challenge as well as so it's good. Now let's hear from Frost goaltender Nicole Hensley on the importance of having events around the Takeover Tour, is what I should say. I think it's huge. I think that's something that PWHL has done really well. We don't just bring a game here, we bring clicks, we bring opportunities to meet athletes, and that's huge. Someone who grew up here, I didn't have accessible female hockey player role models that I could actually see in person very often. It was just when the national team rolled through in 2002 and then again in 2010. So the fact that there's been 3 games here for young girls to be able to watch the Grace Winkle and Taylor Heisey, that's so special, especially on the heels of the US winning gold at the Olympics. That's only going to grow hockey out west. I think that's the whole goal for everybody is to grow the game and get more girls in it. That's only going to help our league. Let's see New York now. We're going to start with their head coach Greg Fargo on what the messaging was going into the third period. This is what he had to say. Yeah, for us, the second didn't go the way we wanted it to. We stepped away from our game. Our group has played a lot of good hockey over the last month or so. And even though the results results haven't been what we want every night, many parts of our game have been consistent. When we're playing well, we're doing X, Y, and Z. We reminded the group of those things, and I thought we got back to our game in the third period. They responded really well. And finally, we're going to hear from Sirens captain Micah Zandy Hart on the player's perspective going into Takeover Tour games. This is what I should say. I think from the outside, it might seem strange that it's a home game for Minnesota in Denver, but our team has embraced it. We've been in a lot of Takeover Tour games this year and have been fortunate to experience them seeing the tennis record go up 15,000 and hearing that we were a team champ. That gives me chills on the bench. Even though you're not in your home ring, there's so much momentum behind our league and our sport right now. We're grateful for moments like this with fans that we might not normally get to interact with. Alex Fish with the 3 stars of the game. Before I bring these two in, I've been just sitting there quietly, just as the old song goes, just sit still, look pretty. It feels a bit weird. Yeah, we're just a bit pleased with that. So the 3 stars of the game were as follows. The 3rd star, Kendall Cooper, Minnesota, 2 assists. The 2nd star, Anna Bergman, New York, 1 goal, 1 assist. And the 1st star, Grace Winkle, Minnesota, 2 goals. Right, I'm going to bring these 2 into now. Not going to do the notables. I think I might do that going forward, you know, just not... Because the notables are very, very lengthy. And it does get a bit taxing, so I think going forward we won't do the notables anymore. The Takeover Tour, because we just need to get made a recap and just my thoughts on that game as a whole. So that's how we'll do it going forward. So YouTube, okay. Can I just second Mike and Danny Hartner saying how strange it is that obviously it was a home game for ours? I mean, you talk about disorientation. I mean, I remember going into that game thinking, you know, how were we going to be able to tell, you know, which way we're going to be seeing our team play, you know, it's just, yeah, you before, the day before we can't bring all these things that me and Lady hadn't really thought about, well, because I don't think me and you were bothered that much. No, we were just going to take our stride, you know, just, you know, we're there, we're actually in person, let's play most of it, we don't worry about things like that. No, I kind of felt it was a bit still taken first, and then obviously what was going on. Yeah, I mean, once you saw that New York were kind of warming up nearer to us, you kind of got this, yeah, we're going to be seeing ourselves fall that way twice. It was all fine. Fine. We got lucky with that, because obviously we knew what to do to see with Grand Casino, but we didn't for boring knew what to do. We had to basically just go pick where we think could be good for me, and then just pray that that's where our team's going to be going the offense for the three periods, so it kind of worked out well. Really good seats. I keep saying it, but I don't think you would have got those seats if it was for a Colorado Avalanche game of any kind, whether it was their Kings or my Sharks or Wild. You wouldn't get those seats if it was an NHL game. You would have had to maybe go a couple of rows up. So I think we were very lucky to get those kind of seats. Yeah, very lucky. Very lucky. No, it was just an incredible experience, you know, being there. I mean, we've already talked more in detail about this, so you can also go check that out. But to have that opportunity to actually be there in person, representing our league, not just our league, but also our team, that's just an incredible experience that you do not get to have the opportunity to do that every single day. No. I mean, how opportunity in life you go for opportunity to actually go down and represent your team in a city that hasn't got the PWHL, but you could see as a huge consideration for the PWHL. I mean, how many times have we been saying that we think Denver should be in the conversation when it comes to expansion and all that? I mean, I also think Detroit should be in there, but of course Detroit, you do not have the infrastructure, so that I really am concerned about that front, because Detroit are just bringing in the numbers. We know. Detroit are bringing in the numbers, but I'm still not convinced that they've got all their ducks in a row. For me, it's the question of where they're going to play. And then people keep saying that to me about Denver, but with Denver, I've looked it up, there is other options, whereas with Detroit, I don't know there are other options. So... yeah, but honestly, I mean, just to see the crowds of beers from the word go was incredible. Like I said, they did all what we were a team time for every single period. You just started decorating a high school. Oh, that was so hilarious, wasn't it? That was just hilarious. You want to take it? I go, yeah, because obviously it was start second period. They already got the We Want Team Chan going again, and then Heisey scores. So we're like, yeah! And it was kind of one of those where like, okay, then we'll come back to you a bit, but we just got to cheer for our girl first. We were kind of through, like, what, do we then start doing this? Well, yeah, we hold off until the attendance was like that, because that was our plan. Our original plan was, we're going to wait until the attendance gets announced, and then we were going to do our version of the chant, because obviously we can't chant We Want Team, because obviously we have a team, this one right here. The Minnesota Frost, for those of you who are only listening on the audio, there you go. We've already got a team, so we basically instead we tried to give Denver a team, because And it was so... You could not hear the intense music. It was that loud. That was how deafening it was. The moment is on the highlights package. Of the highlights package that I've done for all 3 games. The moment of Denver's and Tenner's being out, it is on there. Or I originally wasn't sure I was gonna be able to catch that. I thought I would get like the We Were a Team challenge only, not actually at the whole total. But back got all of it in. Was brilliant. The timing of it worked well with me for that bit of the period. It worked well. And yeah, it's just an amazing arena. I mean, Ball Arena actually looked quite lovely. Yeah, I mean, I've actually got a really nice arena. That's been really. Yeah. I don't think because we've been to 4 NHL arenas now. There's SAP Center, Honda Center. Although I think with Honda Center, I think we were a bit too high up. Because it was a lot. Because during the game at Honda Center was a last minute decision, so that meant we had to be high up, and I'm not sure that was right cool. There's Honda Center, and now obviously Grand City Arena and Ball Arena, and all those 4 and then 3 of those 4 so far I've not had problems with. Honda Center was just too high up for me. But we'll see. But I thought with Ball Arena it actually was quite a nice venue, apart from 2 things. And we've already covered it in the trial diary, but I'll cover it again. 2 pictures I had. Number 1, your steps were very wide. So I had to literally with my and we all know how bad my eyes are. I literally with my leg had to literally just do like this, like really go for it. And the other issue is you have your cans opened before you go downstairs. That's crazy! That's mental! And does anyone else want to point out the accidents waiting to happen? Dear Lally. Absolute Lally. Or just get them plastic cups. That wouldn't have a problem. Because I think if it was a plastic cup, I might have been able to have done it. But actual opened can. As I mentioned, it was one of those big cans. It wasn't your standard 12-pack size cans you can get at your local supermarket. It wasn't that. It was literally your massive tube-long cans. So if that tilted, it would have been an accident waiting to happen. But if it had been like a big plastic cup and they poured to that, fine. I might have been able to have done it because I handle it whenever I go to the cinema. You do. So obviously in cinemas you get cups, and I handle that fine. If that was the situation, fine, no problem. But the fact it was actually no, you were gonna have the can opened, expecting me to then go down these massive wide steps, holding it, and these 2. Would you like to tell the boys and girls the accidents waiting to happen there, Bernie? I know you weren't there until after. I know you didn't enjoy the party until after the game, but do you want? No. Okay, fine. I think they can work it out for themselves anyway, Bernie. It's fine. But honestly, it was just such an incredible atmosphere and just such an amazing fan experience to attend. I mean, obviously, it did feel a bit weird, obviously, because we were. Alright, I know you thought that. I mean, it kind of felt a bit weird, because obviously it's like game. Obviously, you were on your own. You didn't have your frost crawlers around compared to being in Grand Casino. That felt really weird. We just managed to just go there. I mean, we pretty much got the dish straight away. Like, okay, chances are we're probably not going to be surrounded by frost bands. We just got to let them do what they want to do, and they've got to put with us doing what we gotta do. So I think it all worked out fine. But obviously, just bear in mind, you are going to a Takeover Tour game. Chances are you could maybe in a block where you're the only person there representing your team, and the rest are just neutrals. So just bear in mind, you are going to go on a Takeover Tour game in the near distant future. Just bear that in mind. It's just still, I still can't believe we actually did it. I mean, I still can't believe. I mean, we kind of knew when the schedules came out that there was a high chance this was going to be a Takeover Tour game, and then once that got confirmed, we then, all 3 of us had to then immediately think, right, should we do it? Do we want to do it? And I'm sure we were all up for it. I mean, you did say last year you kind of wanted to do a Takeover Tour game. Yeah, but I was kind of that was thinking of something to do in the future. I wasn't saying let's think about okay, literally this time next year. But of course, the way the schedules worked out, it meant that we were able to tick that box off this season. Yeah, and just tick that off and just be like, brilliant. Yeah, because obviously, as you all know, the way our schedules worked this season was not great. I mean, we ended the two expansion sisters getting these 5-game homestands. I mean, can I just set word of warning to any Torrent or Garnize fans watching? Go on, do it, lady. You will not get that luxury every year. No. You will not get that luxury every year. I mean, our biggest homestand so far has been what, 4? Yeah, that was beginning of January last year. Yeah, leading up to our Takeover Tour in Denver. Yeah. So our biggest homestand has been about 4, which I think would have done us fine. Yeah. I think if it had been a 4-game homestand this trip, I think that would have been fine. It might still have gone quick, but at least we would have had a decent homestand in there because 3's still a bit. I mean, 3's tolerable, 3's doable, but I think you kind of always want to go for push it to at least 4. But we only had 2 decent homestands this year. One was at the end of January, going into Milan Cortina, and the other was this one in March, which we did. And ultimately, we went for this one in March because it had to give us more time to plan the trip, and also I didn't want to then come back from Milano completely. Sorry, I then didn't want to come back heading into Milano being completely jet lagged because it is really taking its toll on me. It is. You're still not clear. No, you are still not clear. And yet you had all last week to try and get rid of it. Didn't work. Nah, didn't work. I'm literally, you know, you have that feeling where you literally are struggling to actually mentally push yourself out of bed. You wake up in the morning. That's what this jet lag's doing to me. That is literally what this jet lag is doing to me. It's literally, you know, it's always like trying to say, hey you, lie yourself back down. That's literally what it's trying to do. I mean, I know I can see myself as a night owl, but literally, that is what this jet lag is doing to me. It's literally just like mentally trying to push me back into bed. It's like. The rest of the pack are basically saying it's because you had too much fun. Oh, the East crew are loving this. The East crew are absolutely taking great pleasure in my jet lag misery. They're milking this for all I can tell. Yeah, they're milking it. Yeah, they're literally having fun with this. Yeah, they really are. They're literally just making sick wisecracks out of my jet lag. They really are. But yeah, I think. Have I been this bad when we come back from Saturday? Yeah, but you normally do that eventually snap yourself out of it, where this one you're really struggling to snap yourself out of it, I wouldn't be surprised we get to it gets cleared by then. Ready for the stress that is going to be World Cup. It's going to be stressful this year. Oh my god, it's only a few weeks away now. Yeah, it's going to be stressful this year. Not to say the last 2 cut runs weren't stressful, they were, but I think it's going to be even more stressful given how tight the top 3 are, and then you got whoever's in 4. Anyway, this is the joys that you might get soon, Bernie. Yeah, welcome to the club, mate. We hope. No, but it was just such an incredible, amazing experience to be there in person, and to have the opportunity to experience the Takeover Tour in person. That is something I don't know if we're ever going to get again. I honestly don't know if we're going to get it again. So this game kind of was the highlight of the trip, because there's going to be many more opportunities to get to Minneapolis, but how many opportunities are we going to have to actually go to Denver and experience this for ourselves in real life? It's going Absolutely incredible. So, have you got any more final thoughts before I sign off? I think we've pretty much covered most of it already in the travel diary. Yeah, and the recap, and the other episodes we've done. Yeah. So, okay. Right. Well, thank you guys so much. I mean, I know this kind of a weird setup to do the Takeover Tour recap. Obviously, as we warned you guys in the run-up to the trip. Oh, that is getting tongue-tied. I'll start that again. As we warned you guys in the run-up to the trip that this particular Takeover Tour recap was going to be done a little bit differently, because obviously we were there. Obviously we were there in person, so obviously this has to be done just a little bit differently. We hope you have loved it, as always, and I think we're going to continue this out going forward now. We'll just skip the nerdballs, do recap, quotes from both teams, 3 stars of the game, and ideas of our thoughts. Yeah, that'd be how it would have. Yeah. Because Reno's nerdballs it is quite a bit of a toll on the voice, so you have seen me sometimes get really exhausted while I'm doing it, so I think, we'll just make it easier. So thank you, Denver, and next stop, Winnipeg.